In this training video, you will learn how to set up a challenge question. Challenge questions are a security feature that you can set up to let you back into the repository. If you remember your username, which is also called a login, but you don't remember your password, you can get back into the repository by answering a challenge question that you previously set up in your profile. A challenge question is very important because it saves you time by not having to contact an administrator and then wait for him or her to reset the password for you. Let's first log into the repository to set up a challenge question. So I'm logging in with a username and password that was given to me by my administrator. So now I'm at the home page inside the repository. So again, when your administrator first gives you access to the repository, it is important to go to the Profile section and set up your user information. This includes your communication and login preferences. So let's click up here. And when you click on that, it opens up a drop-down, and then you can click on Profile. And here is where you'll find your user information, communication preferences, and login preferences. This also includes where you can answer your challenge question. So again, regardless of your role, you should set up a challenge question. Use your mouse, come to the right side, click the left button, and hold the gray scroll bar. Now scroll down to the challenge question section. Here it says no data available. That's because I haven't yet set up a challenge question. All I need to do is click the New Challenge Question button, and then you will see a challenge question that's proposed to me, and these are all predefined challenge questions. If I click on the drop-down arrow here, there are other challenge questions that I can pick from. So in this case, I think I'll just go ahead and answer the challenge question here that says, what high school did you attend? So I'm going to go ahead and answer the challenge question, and then click on the Save Challenge Question button. Sometimes you have to click on it twice, and once you've done that, it'll give you a green message that says your item has been successfully created. Now what you can do is save the challenge question by clicking on the green button here. And you can return to your profile by clicking on the purple button. Just to be sure, go ahead and save your profile again at the bottom. And now I can log out. So go to the upper right hand corner, click, and then click on Log Out. So now let's say I have forgotten my password. If I've forgotten my username or login, I would have to contact an administrator to get that information. But since I remember my username, but I don't remember my password, I'm going to try to enter my challenge question. So what I need to do is go ahead and enter my username here. And I can't remember my password. So all I need to do is click on this Forgot Your Password link. And what it does is it brings up this box. And within these two fields, you need to enter a username and an email address. So the username again, and then my email address. And then click the green Next button, and up comes the challenge question, and this is the one that I'd answered earlier. So all I need to do is click on the area here on top of the actual question where it says what high school did you attend, and then I can just go ahead and start typing my answer. If I answered it correctly, and once I click the green Submit button, it should come back and tell me that the password has been reset. And yes, it did. It gives me this green message up here. The password has been reset and a temporary password has been sent to the user at the address on file. So all I need to do now is go to my email and check for a message. And it does have a temporary password message waiting for me. So what I need to do is enter the temporary password that I see. First I enter my username again. And I'm going to go ahead and enter my password. I have to make sure that I follow it exactly as shown, whether it's uppercase or lowercase. And if I entered that right, when I click login, it should let me in. Let's see. Okay, it did let me in. Now it does say here that I must reset my password. And this is so that I can go ahead and make sure, for security's sake, that I have a password that I wish to use. I no longer would need to use the temporary password that was given to me in my email. So here's where it's important to write down what your password information is going to be, or somehow put it where you will remember it for next time. Now it's asking for the current password, which would be the temporary password that was system generated and sent to the email address. And now it's time to enter a new password. And then confirm the password. And then click Reset Password. Sometimes you have to get right on it again. And it did accept my password. Now I'm going to take a second and make sure that I log the information for my new password so that I'll remember it. So give me one moment. Okay, so now it says here with the green message that my password has been reset. So that's good news. All I need to do now is come down and save my profile just to make sure. So now I have been able to get back into the repository without having to ask for help from the system administrator. Next time that happens, it will probably ask me again the same challenge question. If you wish to go in and make a change, you can do so at any time to add a different challenge question if you'd like. So this is the video on how to set up a challenge question.